When I was 11, I went to incredible Uganda. Despite Uganda's beauty and generous people, Uganda is one of the poorest countries in the world. And I had always known that, but it really hit me hard when I was with the children of Kanungu. They were just like me. They liked soccer, and they always laughed and smiled, and they were just generally happy. But they were skinnier than they should have been, and they looked younger than they were. So I asked, and I soon found out that they were malnourished. But then I asked again. I said, why are they malnourished when they have such a surplus of produce around them, fruits and vegetables everywhere? Why are they malnourished? And I got the response, here, no one goes hungry, but we don't get enough protein. My dad was teaching me the algebraic concept of a sequence, but I couldn't stop talking about the malnutrition problem in Uganda and the lack of protein. We happened to be learning about a mathematical theory called the Fibonacci Sequence. This man is Leonardo of Pisa, aka Fibonacci. He was a wealthy Italian merchant and was considered one of the most talented mathematicians of the Middle Ages. Believe it or not, Fibonacci came up with his famous sequence through observing rabbit population. His theory was that a pair of rabbits will produce another pair of rabbits. That offspring will soon produce more rabbits while the original breeders are producing rabbits at the same time. This becomes a continuous cycle or pattern. The sequence itself involves this series of numbers. The way Fibonacci acquired his numbers was through adding the previous two numbers together, which would then create the next number, which will turn into a continuous cycle or pattern, just like rabbit population. That's when the thought came to me. Can the combination of rabbits and the Fibonacci sequence defeat malnutrition? This was a moment for when researching came in handy. After completing my research, I finally concluded that yes, the combination of Fibonacci and rabbits can solve malnutrition. But according to the World Health Organization, over 161 million children globally lack protein, which results in suffering from protein-energy malnutrition. I met this little girl when I was 11. She is one of the 161 million children that have to face the challenges of protein-energy malnutrition every day. The challenges of protein-energy malnutrition include growth failure, stunted development and maintenance of muscles, weaker immune system, memory deficiency, and finally, learning disabilities. I was compelled to help. So a year later, I returned to Uganda with Fibonacci on my mind, 55 rabbits, and a mission. I gave away 55 rabbits to 55 malnourished children of Kanungu in hopes of defeating malnutrition and providing a sustainable protein source. So how did I know that rabbits could defeat malnutrition? The answer, because of their unique nutrition and reproduction rates. Rabbits have the highest amount of protein at 20.8%, the lowest amount of fat at 10%, and the lowest amount of cholesterol than any other livestock animal. Not to mention, a single pair of rabbits can produce over 100 more rabbits in only a year. 8 months after giving the children of Kanungu their rabbits, I received some amazing news. All 55 malnourished children were now well, healthy, and nourished. The children of Kanungu were so inspired that they decided to start their own rabbit club and spread rabbits throughout nearby villages. Not only did the rabbits defeat malnutrition in those 55 Ugandan children, it gave them self-organized skills, community, leadership, entrepreneurship, and now the usage of Fibonacci to solve malnutrition around the world. I started with one village and 55 children. How can Fibonacci help me to end with thousands of villages and 161 million children?